Test one, two. Okay, I think I'm going. I think I'm good here. I didn't want to do one tonight, but I just kind of feel the need to. I was gonna do one. I was gonna do a video tomorrow and just go over, just go over, some things that I had seen. It was gonna be some maps. I found a really neat map on NASA's website that it lets you take the water levels, sea levels down, and you could see all the land masses. We were going to talk about that, but I may still do that tomorrow. I don't know. Um, I look like crap. wasn't gonna I wasn't gonna point it out. I have a stain. This is mini beef ravioli stain from today. That's sad. I know it's probably. Anyways, um, so I was just kind of sitting here listening to, we got this whole national emergency thing for this wall. Okay, I guess whatever. You know, I think it sounds ridiculous. I can understand people's reactions to it. Then again, I mean, if you were indoctrinated to hate a man as much as these people have been indoctrinated to hate a person, anything he would have done at this point would have been just, you know, just wrong, and they would burn him down no matter what he did. Now, I'm not saying I follow him. I've never, I don't say that. There's been some things that he's done that's been good, that's worked, but I've said it from the very beginning, and I continue to say it, that a wall is not there just to keep people out, but to keep people in. I can see that happening. But anyways, I'm listening to it, and I'm listening to people's ideas and thoughts on where we could go from here, uh, and so if you don't know, the left side of the political spectrum has just become this vile, evil thing, at least in my eyes. Hey, if you're a Democrat, if you think that you can do no wrong to be a Democrat, then this probably has nothing to do with you, and you can go on with your life. I and for a long time there, I thought I was on that side of the table too, because they were preaching about being good to each other, getting together on things, lowering taxes. Everything sounds good when you put it down on paper. Socialism sounds good whenever you put it down on paper, but whenever you see how it actually works, then you just kind of understand that it doesn't work that way. So you see me rubbing my eye. I got my dog over here, and I petted her earlier, and I'm probably gonna wind up having really bad allergies with this eye. I didn't even think about it. I took my glasses off because I'm just like, man, I don't really know what to say. I really don't. I just needed to talk about it. But so a lot of people talking. A lot of people trying to get their opinions on what's going to happen. And like I said, most of it's like, oh, burn him down, and impeach the hell out of him. He doesn't deserve to live, all that kind of stuff. Okay, whatever. I mean, and you're gonna say that, but I had to talk about this with one of the people I used to work with, one of the girls I used to work with. She's a teenager, and teenagers are hot headed, and um, we somehow got onto the whole, government shutdown thing, and the first thing out of her mouth was, fuck Trump and fuck everything he stands for. So I had to stop and say, okay, you can have your opinion. That's fine to have your opinion. Um, but don't base your judgments strictly on what you hear. And she was like, "Oh, what does that mean? I don't like the guy. I don't like his politics. I don't like this. I don't like." I said, I'm not of that camp either. I don't think that any man should rule over another man. I don't think that's the way it should be. I think that we should all work cooperatively and make things work. I don't think we need a centralized government to tell us what to do and where to go, because small communities can work together for ourselves. Unfortunately, that's not how man works. That's not how humans work. I think man by himself is just fine. Humans, on the other hand, I think are the problem. But she was like, well, you can't defend him for this, can't defend him for that, and I was like, I'm not defending anybody. The thing about it is that no matter what he says or does, don't let them push you into automatically choosing something else. So you have to use discernment and judgment in all things. I have said from the very beginning that if he's pissing everybody off, he's probably doing something right. I don't know if he is. Again, I can't tell. I don't, because I don't get into that stuff. I really don't. But think about it. If he's pissing somebody off, then that's the thing. Again, I really don't agree with it either, because I think he's just part of the problem. It's the whole system was rigged from the very beginning, at least in my eyes, and he's just another part of that whole bullshit thing. But hell, if it's not, then I know I said it before. Is that, man, we've got more problems than I think we got. It's really. But yeah, I think he's part of the problem, just like everything else. And but I said, don't let the majority opinion push you automatically to go pick something worse. She's like, well, nothing could be worse than him. Okay. We've become this society based on feelings. That everything that's out there in the world can hurt you just by existing. I've been talking to Angie about it. It's like, man, whatever happened to I'm rubber, you're glue? You know, when did when did it become, you know, when did it go from it doesn't matter what you say about me because you're nothing to me and I can walk away from it? When did it go from that to, oh my god, I you have to go away from where I am because I don't like the color of your shirt? When did that happen? And I know it's true too, man. Colors set people off. Colors set people what? I've said it before. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't listen. Don't listen. Hell, just ask me politely. I might shut up for you. You never know. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to follow what you say. I don't have to listen to you, and you don't have to listen to me. And just because you look a certain way, somebody's gonna just that's I don't want to use I don't want to use the vernacular that everybody else does. It sets them off. It really does. I'm not going to use the word. I'm not going to use the T word. Such a ridiculous thing. But I don't know, man. just boggles my mind. And no one listens to the facts anymore. That seems to be the craziest thing too. When did we when did we automatically take what is said by somebody as the gospel truth? When did that happen? Because even as a kid, I remember just somebody said something, I would be like, okay, wait a minute, I gotta go look that up. I gotta go check that out. And it's only gotten worse, and it's gotten so bad now that we don't know what's real anymore. And this has been the whole emphasis of what I've been trying to do with these videos. I've been trying to say you just don't know what's real anymore because we've because everybody's just kind of taken everybody's word for it, and nobody's bothered to stop and say, well, wait a minute, what's this, what's that? Man, it's scary. It really is. It's scary how blind people have become. I honestly wonder if this is what it felt like in 1940 in Germany. You know, I wonder if this is how the Jews felt in the really early 40s, right when they started hearing about this guy called Adolf Hitler. I really wonder if that's what this felt like, because it it's like you can see the cliff. You can see the train wreck. You can see it happening, and no matter how much you scream, no matter how much you no matter how much you want people to look at it, nobody wants to look at it. Everybody just wants to continue on with their life, and there's it's just been over and over and over, and everybody's been saying this over and over again for the past 10, oh, I don't want to say 20 years, but definitely the past 10 years. People have been saying, look, you've got to stop and look at what's going on. You really, really do. And I was guilty of it myself. I just didn't care. It got to the point to where I said, you know what? Humanity's just going to wind up pushing it, flushing itself down the drain, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. And I just went on with my life, and I didn't really think, and I didn't really care, and it didn't really bother me. And now it bothers the hell out of me. Yeah, and I think that's part of my transformation is that I feel that now. I feel that I feel I want to do something. I gotta do something. I gotta do something, man, because I just, it hurts. It hurts to think about what's coming, what's gonna happen. I'm not scared of dying. I'm not scared of being hurt for that. I'm not scared to stand up and say, no, I will not consent to this. Because I know that God's got my back on that. I'm I'm more concerned now. The first thing that came into my mind whenever I was thinking about doing this video was the only thing that came to my mind was how many people am I reaching? How many people are hearing this right now? How many of you are even taking the time to listen to this? And that's How many people is it reaching? And even then, for the people that it reaches, how how many of you even care anymore? You know, I was I've said it before, it's not really going to matter because some of you will hear it, and some of you won't. Some of you can't, or some of you won't. That's the way it's going to be. And I've taken that stance for a long while now because I know that I can't just toss it in people's faces. I can't just say, dude, you have to believe that this is this and that's that. That's just the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be. It's the way. And because I know I've been there, man. As a teenager, as a kid, the more you told me that something was the way it was supposed to be, the more I would rebel against you and never listen to it. And I look back on the past 20 to 30 years of my life and I think, man, I could have been spending that time doing so many other things, so many other better things if I just would have listened to him. But I know that I never would have listened to him because I was rebelling. You know what? I had those years, and it is what it is. And but it's not about me. I chose that stance because I knew that you can't beat somebody upside the head with information like this. You can't do it. You have to slowly show them. You have to dialogue. Debates are not a thing that should happen. Oh, I've watched so many evolutionary debates. I've watched so many flat earth debates. I've watched so many Christianity debates and atheists and all this, and it doesn't get you anywhere because it's two people arguing their points, and it doesn't get anywhere because it always winds up coming down to, well, you don't believe in me, so you're just an idiot kind of thing. That's what it always gets down to. You can't debate. You have to dialogue. You have to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to tell you what I believe, and if you don't want to believe it, you don't have to believe it. But this is where it is. This is where my life has led me, and I feel good because of it, and I would love for you to feel good with it. But if I can't get you to feel good about it, then that's going to be your life. You're going to have to go on and live your life. I can't live your life for you, and I can't force you to be a part of my existence. I can't do that to you. So that's why I chose this stance, is that you can't hit people over the head with it. You can't do that. You got to take it slow. And man, I have to keep doing that. I have to keep going that direction. I can't slam people in the face with this. I really can't. I have to keep going in the direction I'm going and doing it the way I'm doing it. I just worry that I'm not hitting enough people, that I'm not conveying the right message. And it really does bother me now that I can't like tell people. I can't just say, "Look, man, it's such an amazing thing. It's such an amazing place to be." That's and it's so much better for me at any rate. I don't know if it'll be better for anybody else, but it's so much better for me to be where I am now. To know that there's something that's always got my back. That no matter how much I hurt, how crappy I feel, that you know it's there, and I feel it, and I feel it. I do feel it now. I just want to give that to other people. I just really want to give that to other people. That's all I want now. Just come here, feel it, man. Come here, feel how cool this is. And I'm not the type of guy that'll go out on the street and like confront somebody and be like, "Hey, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy." I don't know if I ever will be that guy. If God chooses me to be that guy, then I'll be that guy. But I'm not that guy. I just, how many people am I touching? How many of you are actually listening to this? Because really, I would love all of you to come along with this. It's so crazy. I thought that okay, so I'm looking at the camera and it's backwards than I thought because it's this eye. Man, it looks black. Looks like I got a black eye. Ah, it's weird, but yeah, man. I don't know. It's a lot of unpopular opinions towards Christians right now. There's going to be a lot of unpopular opinions towards anybody that calls themselves conservative or right wing or nationalist or no, not nationalist. Nationalist. What am I thinking about? Patriots, maybe. I guess is that what I'm looking for? Christians. I think I already said it. Any anyone that just believes in something better than this world. It's amazing that I one of the proofs that this has done something to me that I've kind of adhered to this because it makes the most sense to me. More than anything else makes more sense to me. One of the proofs that I came to I came to Jesus. I came to God in the most natural way is that it would be crazy for me to want to come right now. Uh, one of the first things I was hearing about was that the Christian persecution was starting to build up. Was starting to really kick in. Why? Why would I want to be a part of that if I was starting to hear that? That would make you want to run to the hills. But I didn't. I didn't, and I'm not going to because I got it here now. He got me here through logic and reason. I know I've said that before somewhere. And we were talking about it today upstairs. Is that once you can see the evil, the lies, and the deceit, and the way that things are handled and how they are handled, and who really controls whatever's out here, and all that. Once you know that it's there, And once you start piecing it together that they don't just do this just because they're bad people. They do this because they have a hand guiding them. They really do have a hand guiding them. Very evil hand guiding them. And it was it was the numerology that got me. I think I might have said this somewhere is that, it's too coincidental whenever all these numbers line up for like an incident, or something that happens and all these numbers line up, people's names and this and that, and it gets too close to being scripted. And then you realize, well, no human being in the world could ever put these numbers into play like that. It's not possible. Birthdays and names that add up to certain things and this and that, and that when you put this with this, and there's just two, once you get to like 30 or 40 coincidences, you just kind of like, oh, wow, it's one of those types of things. And once it got to that point for me, I said, that's true evil. That can't be just happening by coincidence. That's a thing. That's actually happening. So that was where I realized that it's true evil. It's pure, unadulterated, true evil. Whether you want to think that it's some kind of evil that exists in the world or some kind of outside element, I don't know. I just put two and two together. And then I started figuring out what was being pushed away. What was, if there's an evil in the world, they're going to be pushing good away. What is everybody trying to get rid of? And when I started even remotely fishing into Christianity, I that was when I started feeling the tug. And it's a tug. It's a slow, it's like, hey, come here for a second, and that's what it was. It was just a tug. It was like a, come here, let me show you this. And that was, somebody said that was a proof that God exists for them, was that he showed himself. So once he shows himself to you, then that's proof that he exists, that he's there. Now, I know that sounds crazy. That would, for my 20-year-old mind, if I were 20 years old again, if I were a teenager, I would say that's not enough proof. That's something you feel. That's not something you have. And I can understand that, and I can respect that, because I've heard it for years and years and years, and I never grasped the concept of it. And I can get that mentality. I really can, but it's like now I'm on the other side of the boat. I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm over here now, and sure enough, God, my eye is itching like crazy now. Sure enough, it's there. It's like all those cliche things that I used to hear all the time. They're real. Man. I just want to share it. How do I share it? How do I reach people without slamming it in their face constantly? How do I get through to people? Am I getting through to you? Are you even listening? Did anybody make it past the 2-minute mark? It's gonna get way worse before it gets better. Trying to keep myself prepared. Um, we have we have our our go bags ready. We have we ration it out. We have a good week's worth of food and week's worth of water, enough that we can make it last. I'm not saying that we're gonna have to run, but when the shit hits the fan, I'm not sticking around. I'm really not. I know that there's certain guys that are starting up websites to help everybody get a hold of each other, and I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about doing it. I've heard Richie from Boston's got one, and I'm thinking about it because we don't know anybody. We have a place we can go to, but you know, once whatever happens comes out to that place, where are we gonna go? And quite frankly, man, if something happens, I'm just going south. Shit, that's the only way you can go, right? You can't go north. Canada is Canada. I gotta go south. Even though, man, it said in was it Enoch? It said that when that time comes, we're gonna have to head north. I think it was Enoch. Well, there's something I read said that when the time comes, when we are told to look to the skies, when salvation has come for us, that we're supposed to head north. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I've read that. It must have been Enoch. Somewhere said it though. We're supposed to go north. So I don't know. You got that whole thing where the the North Pole could be the mountain because you've got all those old maps where it's the mountain with the four rivers, that apparently don't exist anymore. Okay, sure, man, whatever. You know, apparently it's all ice now. There's nothing up there anymore. Wow. Do you really know what your world is? I'm not even talking about the shape of it. Do you really know what your world is? It's too many weird anomalies. It's just too weird. Father, please watch over us. Father, please watch over us and keep us all safe. Give everybody that's listening that can hear this, everybody that needs it, just give us all the full power and armor of your glory, Lord. I ask you every day, Father, and you have supplied to me. I just ask that whoever's watching this, that you can give it to them as well. Show them that there is a better way. Expand our knowledge, expand our love and understanding of you. Keep us in your heart, Lord. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray, amen. Now, I don't know where that came from, and I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it. You're gonna watch me do that because I needed to. Like now more than ever, we need him to get us through this. Because it just feels like what was the thing I was reading? The wolves are circling. Yeah, that's about right. You want to talk about it coming down on our heads? It's coming. Good or bad, it's coming. And I don't even know what to say or do anymore. Other than just hope that I can get through to somebody. I just hope I can get through to somebody. It's not all in vain. Sitting here, sitting here and my mind is going, well, I hope it's not all in vain. No, no, no. It's not all in vain. Somebody's got to hear it. I'm absolutely compelled right now to say that. Somebody is going to hear it. And there will be no doubts in my mind anymore that it's not going to all be in vain. That this is going to reach who it needs to reach. And that they will be turned away from the evils of this world. And they will see it the way that I see it. And they will understand it the way that I understand it through my being able to say it the way that I say it and to let them understand it the way that I do. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to save at least one person. And by God Almighty, if I can save one person away from the evils of this world, then I will have accomplished more in my life in that one thing than anything else. And that, I got goosebumps, man. I do. That that's the bravery and courage you have to go through this world, to look to to look that evil and doubt right in the eye and say, no, no, that's not what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. In the holy name of Jesus Christ, in the name of our God, that's exactly what's going to happen. And that you're not going to have control over me anymore. Man, that's a hell of a feeling. I feel it. You feel it, man. You feel it. I feel it. Ugh. Somebody gonna say that's psychosomatic. Hey, man, you can think that's psychosomatic all you want. That ain't psychosomatic. That's a power. That's the power of God. That's what's there, man. I don't really have much else to say after that. I really don't. I was I was doing other stupid nonsense before I came into this because I was just like, I just need to say something because I was feeling down about it. I really was. Because how much of a downer was I at the beginning of this video? Now I'm just like, dude, I'm up there. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. What's You're gonna hear it. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you're doing, how you're doing it, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear what I have to say. and it's going to change you. And for all those people that it doesn't change you, maybe it's not going to be that. Maybe it's not going to be me that's going to change you, but somebody else surely will. Somewhere along the line, someone else is going to change you. It's going to happen because one of these days we're all going to bend the knee. That's a fact. So I don't know what else to say about it. Um, like, comment, and subscribe, or don't. And until next time, I wish you all well in all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. God bless you all. Seriously. You are not alone. You you can overcome anything. There is nothing in this world that you cannot overcome. Because there is always a power looking over you that can help you. All you have to do is ask. And he's there with you always. And I hope more than anything that you can see it. All you gotta do is ask. And he will change it. He will change it. He will change it in ways that you will never understand. But he will change it and he will make you better. That's a fact that I can personally attest to. He will change you and he will make you better. So you guys be good and be careful, be safe. Do not let don't let other people tell you don't let other people tell you how to run your life. You run your own life. That includes me. Don't let me tell you how to run your life. But if something snapped in there, you know where to go. So anyways, you guys take it easy. And hey, I made it short, man. Less than 45 minutes. So you guys be safe. I love you all. Uh, God bless you.